Please wanna see some more?
Broski got me. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a big. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my this say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow, harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I release my soul, now they taking pictures. Eyes on the prize, it's my life soda. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. You know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She bustin' to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, then she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause bro recognize I ain't go.
At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Katie York set to get this one started. And we're underway on Sunday night. Returnable from the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 33 on 2nd down. Hits him on the out route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They go play action on 1st. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Setting up a throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of the strength, to send that puppy through.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball... to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. You're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Another carry for him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
The Steelers go to a dime set. Must be thinking pass on this 3rd down. Couple additional DBs brought in. They give it to him again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. The Steelers calling their 1st time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Less than a yard needed here on 4th. They're going for this. He finds him beyond the marker. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. There's a handoff up the gut. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. It's Thomas. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
right. Forced out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Third and long for him here. That's completed right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35. Plowing up the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing. Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
We're at the end of one in a defensive showdown that has lived. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. He'll throw it. Throwing deep for the end zone. And this is caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars finish off their opening drive. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. You're good on the point after. And the Jaguars one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. On now is York to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 37. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Lone back gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
All right, here we go. Second down. Back to throw now. Completed over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Running it now out of the gun. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
From the 35 on second down. He's got a man left. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Steelers first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Pass play now. Short pass brought in. There it is, touchdown Pittsburgh! The Steelers take a second quarter lead. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers push their lead to 3. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. He's got it on the bootleg. Flushed out of the pocket. Throw left side, complete.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Dropping back to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Handoff now out of the gun. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First down, and they go right back to him. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Cut out left. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Hits his running back. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Cut near the goal line. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
On now is York to kick this one away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. Throwing it to start this drive. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the ball on the midfield stripe now after that big play. It's 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Caught, nice gain left side. And they bring him down after the player reaches the 26. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. They'll come up 1st and 10. They'll try and throw it here. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Now it's a bootleg for him. This is reeled in by Jackson. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So it seems like either way they were getting a 4th down here, but this way cost them some extra yardage too.
Hey, I get you want to avoid a possible turnover by forcing it down the field, but it's really hard to find a scenario where 10 yards and a loss of downs is the better outcome.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Steelers will take over possession. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll run here from the gun. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Looking to the air here. Into a crowd and intercepted. They've got first down from the 31. Throwing off the play fake here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
2nd and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. Throwing on 3rd and long. Here's a loft deep down the middle. It is caught at the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. The QB just nailed it.
No progress on 1st down, and they'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Throwing now off play action. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And this is caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. York now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars drive their lead to 11. On now is York to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. Oh, about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. All in left side. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move that chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Handoff now from the gun. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a gain of 3 for him, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the 29. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
To the air now on 1st and 10. Complete. It's Cooper. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
They've got a man in motion. Throwing on 2nd and 6. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing from the gun here. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Second and 12 behind the sticks. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now looking to throw. He beams one deep right side. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Jaguars into punt formation. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Has some daylight through the ball is loose. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Well, sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
And they make the tackle at the 38. That's the end of the third. New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. They pick up a yard. Still need one more, though. 3rd down coming up. Here's a throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. We come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All set up now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
That one's complete over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Offense up to the line fast. Still sticking with the passing game. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Jaguars take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you have to finish with points.
Gets everything he has under this throw. That's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars have likely locked up the win right there. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Now he's York to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Motioning left is Thomas. From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars put up even more points in a win. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars grow their lead yet again. Now he's York to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
He put some air under this one, deep right. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here he is on third and long. Stays in the pocket. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He got 24 yards on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Throw left side, complete. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here's second and 2. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 32 on the play. And that's a Steelers first down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down for a loss.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the thousandth time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on second and goal. He'll look to throw. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
And he's got a man, complete. And he is going to get in. That's going to cut a couple more off of that lead. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Jaguars recover the onside kick. That should all but clinch this victory for them. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Good rip on first down. That brings up second and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. The Steelers calling their first time out. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Back-to-back carries here. First down and more past the 40. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars keep adding to that fourth-quarter lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars make it a 24-point ball game. Now he's York to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing it to start this drive. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Jaguars have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. So the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign.